So now we're going to cut the sleeve. Now I'm going to cut both sleeves at the same time. I folded the fabric into 2 this way, then I folded it into 4 like this. Now there are some basic things you need to know when cutting a sleeve. The first thing I'm going to talk about is the cap height. The cap height is the distance that will take in from this lower part of the sleeve. So the cap height is what determines how deep our sleeve curve is going to be. Now the second thing you need to take note of is when curving your sleeve, the front sleeve curve will be curved deeper than the back sleeve. This is because the back part of a top or a shirt requires more fabric at the back part, especially around your back area, because when you move your hands, more fabric will be required around the back part of your top to give room for freedom of movement of your arm or your hand when you move it than the front part of the sleeve. So we're working with an armhole of 18 inches. 18 inches divided by 4, that will give us 4.5 inches. So now I'm going to go in here by 4.5 inches, and that will be our cap height. So I'm going to go in here by 4.5 inches. I'm going to mark 4.5 inches here. So now I'm going to take my ruler and connect from this top position, connect it in a slanted line, and connect it to this cap height position that we marked. So I'm going to place my ruler this way like this. So from the top, I'm going to connect it with a slanted line, connect it this way. So this is what we'll have here. So I'm going to place my tape and measure this line from the top to the cap height position. So what we'll have here is 12 inches. So now we're going to get the midpoint of this line, and that will be 6 inches. So the midpoint will be around here. So now from this midpoint, I'm going to go out by ½ inch. I'm going to come out by ½ inch this way like this. From the top position, I'm going to come down by about 1½ inch around here. Then from this position, I'm going to take it with a curve from here like this and connect it to this marking that we did here around the midpoint. Then from here, I'm going to curve it this way like this and connect it to this sleeve cap height position here. I'm going to cut out both pieces, both the front and the back piece, using this marking that I did. Then after cutting both of them, I'm going to curve in the front piece a little bit deeper than that of the back. So now I'm going to cut both sleeves following this curve or this marking that I made here this way like this. Curve it this way like this and connect. So now from this position, I'm going to curve in the front piece of the sleeve just about ½ inch deeper than the back. I'm going to go in by about ½ inch. Then from this midpoint here, I'm going to curve this part a little bit deeper than the back, curve it this way, and I'm going to pick just the front piece and curve it this way, deeper than that of the back. Following the marking that I did, I'm going to curve it this way like this till I get to this part here like this. This is the front piece and this is the back piece. So now we're going to place our measurements. This is a 3/4 sleeve. We're working with a sleeve round of 15 inches. So we're going to divide that 15 inches by 2. So 15 inches divided by 2, that will give me 7.5 inches. So I'm going to place my 7.5 inches here. I'm going to add about 1 inch of allowance. That will give me 8.5 inches. Then I'm going to mark it around here. I'm going to go straight like this. So from this position, I'm going to take it with a curve and connect it to this position here. So from here, I'm going to curve it this way like this and connect it to this position here. So now I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut, as you can see. I'm going to cut it this way, curving it to that position here like this. So this is what we have here. Now in this position, I'm going to differentiate the front sleeve curve from the back sleeve curve, so that when I'm fixing it on the armhole of the top, I'm going to know where we'll go into the front part and where we'll go into the back part. So from this position, I'm going to mark F, that's front, and I'm going to take the other part of the front and I'm still going to mark F here like this. This part of the sleeve is going to the front armhole, while this other part here is going to the back armhole. This is the front curve of the sleeve and this is the back curve of the sleeve. As you can see, the front curve is deeper than the back curve of the sleeve.